at the end, friends. Our troopers are already at their table, getting underway. Why don't you go join them? I'll bring you a drink.
Welcome to the Inn at the End, the internet's #1 D&D Let's Play podcast. I'm your host and DM, Alex. With me today I have...
Dash is Valen.
Caleb is Simon.
Milo is Ace.
Red is Ben.
And last we left our adventurers, they were traveling through the mystical maze of the witch outside of a town just north of Port City that you showed up at after escaping a prison barge. Let the adventure begin.
That was probably the best one, and I mistakenly opened mine early.
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder it was so good.
Yeah,
no wonder it was
great.
so good.
Yeah.
I wanted to point it out. From now on, I think I'm... You guys...
That's probably for the best.
Yeah.
You just got to work on it on your own time.
Yeah.
Just if you could just crack them open.
10,000 hours, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sure I put that much in.
I was just about to say, I'm pretty sure I've got that.
In one night, sometime.
Oh, how was the MD-22?
It was terrible.
Okay, good.
Absolutely awful.
As to be expected.
Yeah, no. I put it over ice. And,
And should we expect any prizes this go around?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, all
I mean, I'll 100% drink it again. But
lovely.
Well, he only buys MD-2020 from
So
he just came
I'm
into a
logging
freaking
it.
truck.
I'm logging it up here. But I went the yin to the yang this time, so...
Oh, wow.
Wait, so there's a good and a bad one?
No, they're pretty much the same this time.
Oh, okay.
But they're
But
compliments
yin
of
to
each
the
other.
yang of the last round of prizes. It'll make sense. Just roll a 1 or a 20.
It's got to be that cheap, like, fake stuff that they
Don't think
sell
too much about
that I had drank from a water bottle one time.
It's probably like toilet wine or something.
Yeah.
I finally made...
He got it from prison.
Finally made prison toilet wine.
He's prison dude. Okay. Whatever.
All right, Alex,
All right.
where are we at?
Speaking of prison adventures, we are back. We're back in it. We're in a small town just north of the port city of Amber. You found out that some children were being kept by a witch in town. All the teenagers seeming to have gone missing. And you've entered into the witch's maze, a magical maze outside of her house that seems to grow and stretch as you have entered it. You've gotten through, at least seems, the first layer of the maze, defeated some hedge guardians of some sort. You're at a crossroads. Vines just laying on the ground.
let's go right, guys.
Perhaps we should maybe, I don't know, feel it out a little bit.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Can I make like a survival check to see if I can suss which way would be better?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I help him in some way?
Yeah. If you want to give advantage to that.
Yeah. I'll aid you with my keen feline senses.
That's a nat 20, baby.
Ooh, there we go, right away.
What the fuck?
Reach in.
I didn't get anything last time.
Reach in and pull one out without looking.
Don't look.
I didn't look.
He started to look. I saw that.
Something bites me. I'm like, the fuck, Alex? Alex. Caleb.
Blaming him.
No, Alex.
Oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
Nice. Ooh, it's electrolyte solution from Walgreens. Walgreens brand Pedialyte.
I'm very opportunistic when I get.
I
these
am
things,
going
so.
to finish the rest of this six-pack then, because now I have a reason to.
You're
fortified.
good to go.
Yeah.
I just love the idea that Caleb is like on his way here and he's like, oh, fuck, I better pull it.
Rummage around in the back seat.
Pulled into a So with my nat 20.
With your nat 20, you take a look at the where you entered from, and in essence, you try and gauge which of these three directions is going to be best. It's hard to tell where the house is with how tall these hedges are. Last time you tried to climb one, it started to try and eat Simon. So maybe you didn't try that. You're looking down the path to try and see where is best. And as you and Simon are both kind of like looking at two paths, you switch and like, you know, Simon's looking at one and Valen, you're looking at another. You switch and you look at the other ones, and then you both come to this realization that the two of those, the way the plants are, the way the path bends, They're the same path.
Ooh.
Okay.
If you take either one of those, it's going to loop back around on itself, and you'll end up here,
Like
leaving
the
you
Matrix.
with one other path to go forward.
well, just to spite Ace, I'm gonna pick left.
But they're the
Do a
same.
couple laps.
No.
We're gonna send Ace on a little.
He said right,
Guys,
and I'm saying just to spite him, I'm going to say we should just go left.
it's
they go
definitely right, and I'll look. I'll do a little survival.
Okay.
You just really want to roll 1.
20.
20. Taking a look, you're trying to gauge the same kind of thing. Yeah, you see what they were looking at. They're looking down those paths, and the two of them just kind of like they slowly veer off one direction. I would say, yeah, the one on the left and the right are those are the two that seem to most likely come back around on themselves. You get that same sense.
Come on, Val. Obviously, we need to go down the middle. These just loop back around on each other.
No, we should go, left or right. They kind of end up on the same spot. So it doesn't really matter.
Nah, it's straight.
Straight? Is there a straight path?
There is. That's the one that you would
But the left and right ones end up together.
Yeah, they look like those are the same path. They're going to loop back onto this spot.
Oh, meaning the straight path is the only one that goes.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Ace is the smart one.
God damn it.
Kind of like that. Like we're in
My
the middle
9
of that.
intelligence.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get that. All right. Yeah, let's go straight.
All right. So yeah, you head on. You head on
Val?
straight.
Obviously,
Son
this
of
is
a
the way to go.
bitch. You son of a bitch.
That's what happens when I don't explain things clearly enough. Yeah, you head on through the path. You take a few turns, trying to gauge that same sense. It seems like a lot of the paths are meant to just loop back, try and send you back to the beginning.
Right. Confuse you.
Exactly. But you're able to see, the things that are starting to note out. A little more overgrown is the path that you want to be taking, the one that's the odd one out.
I keep on pointing out the mistaken passes. Like, is this the right way, Val? Should we go that way?
I'm going to kill him. Okay, cool. So how long can we go on this path for?
Yeah, so you get through kind of the second section of the maze, like you're going deeper and deeper in. If I can get one last survival check as the paths start to kind of splinter off and are no longer rigid paths, but you're trying to make your way deeper into this place.
Do you want
Can
all
we
of
all
us
roll?
to roll?
Yeah, if I have everyone, roll, that'll work just
Hey,
fine.
that's a 1. I get to re-roll it because I'm a halfway.
There you go.
But you will not be denied.
I rolled a 1 too. Dang it.
Ooh, I also get to drink too much.
Yeah.
Good times.
Ooh. I specifically had you with MD 2020 in my mind when I was thinking of what to get.
This is gonna be bad.
What's the flavor on that so I can look at it and think fruit and not piss?
It does look like piss.
It
looks like orange.
Orange pineapple.
Orange pineapple.
Oh,
There we
pineapple.
go.
Okay, yeah.
I have a friend who's a comedian who sells merch, and one of his merch that he sells is a yellow tinted water bottle that just says piss on the side.
That's amazing.
So whatever liquid you put in there, it just looks like piss.
That's good.
That's hilarious. He's great.
Very good.
Thank you, Caleb.
You're welcome. Thank you for rolling a 1.
Yeah.
All right, so we got the those out of the way.
Yep.
What
quick.
was everyone's final tally?
15.
15?
16, sorry.
16.
11.
11.
9.
9.
2.
2.
I don't like the way this is going.
Yeah, it's not going well.
I am trained in survival.
He's going to get a big head.
Yeah, so getting through this part is less about finding the right path and more about kind of muscling through some of these trees that are trying to grab onto you. Takes a little bit of effort. You notice where kind of this fire is coming from, not a burning fire, but torchlight, hearth light coming from a house nearby, and that's what you're trying to follow to get to wherever this house is in the middle of this maze. Excuse me. As you go through the hedges that are kind of broken and split apart now that you're towards the center, I would say everyone except for Ace takes 3 points of slashing damage as the vines basically, the hedges try and grab onto you as you're pulling through.
How many?
3.
Darn.
Fuck. Well, don't we have some temp HP? I think we had that last time.
No.
Well,
I was still down. We went through healing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I used lay on hands on Caleb.
And
you
I did the
used
same
it
thing.
on
Yeah.
him. So all of the temp HP is gone.
And I.
And I got hit, and most of it is gone now.
Yeah.
It depends on what damage you took during the plant fight.
I definitely have a note for that somewhere.
All right.
Oh well, fine. Minus 3.
So yeah,
Fucking
minus
slashing
3
damage.
to whatever it is that you took last time. But you get through the hedge and you open up into this beautiful, overgrown stone garden, plants growing up, and you see the house that you saw before, raised up a little bigger than you thought it was. Wraparound porch. You hear laughing and giggling and screaming and crying inside. You see shadows ever so often in the windows. Things just running by.
Well, that's awfully
Yeah.
disconcerting.
Yeah. Do you guys want to head back?
I think we should just go in the front door.
I'd like to just make sure with my divine sense or whatever that she's not a celestial, a fiend, or an undead. And by that I mean, if she is, I'd like to know her exact location.
Oh yeah, I guess I have that too, huh?
Yeah. So you guess or you use divine sense. You get the sense of a fiend somewhere in the house.
I'll go ahead and step forward about, let's say 30 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'll cast my magical awareness.
Gotcha.
Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover. When you sense a spell, you learn which school of magic it belongs to.
So yeah, you're about halfway between the house and then the thick hedges.
And you see my splotches of body and stuff on my body and stuff begin to like kind of leach out again, and you see it kind of wisp around and kind of fan out within a 60-foot radius of me.
You get the sense, for sure, there's some magic in the hedges, in the mazes behind you. You get that. There's some obvious magic going on there. The lights around the house are magical. There's some magical illumination. And the house itself has some very strong protection magic on it. This is some sort of place of power for most likely whoever lives here.
Guys, magic. Whole house, magic.
Oh.
All right, that's good to know.
Protection.
At least we know what
Seems to be like she's trying to protect herself. I don't know what you guys think, but I think my glaive has something to say about that.
It probably does.
No, for sure. Your glaive seems very intelligent.
Have any of you ever seen anything like this before?
Yes, naturally, I have seen a lot.
Oh, good. So you know what we
yeah,
should
no,
do.
I've seen everything. Yeah, no.
Well, I'm just curious, the way that Ace was sort of pointing, maybe those are places and things that we could like smudge,
Yeah,
kick over the salt circle.
100%. If we just take out each one of these illuminated lights, the protection spell will just dissipate, and we can walk right in.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, can I get an insight check to see if if that's true?
You understand that you understand what he's doing. There
Okay,
no
we don't need to
insights
roll.
via players.
Okay.
There's no
Gotcha.
persuasion,
Okay.
deception, that kind of thing.
Okay.
You
All
know
right.
what's going on.
You
He's
guys
lying.
know who Ace is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, the DM just told us that one of our players is lying.
Am I incorrect, Milo?
You are not incorrect.
Thank you. If I am, let me know.
No, I know
but
something
yeah.
specific
But yeah, no,
that
Ace
you
is-
don't know.
and I would say even your characters would know that.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So disregard that. Well,
Do we have a plan B?
we don't really have a plan A now, do we?
Well, I think
Well,
plan
yeah.
A is the glaive.
And taking out the lights.
Your plan A.
Yeah. I mean, I got us through that maze. You kept on wanting to go left or go right. I was like middle.
Listen, whatever's in the house is pretty nasty. All right.
Yeah.
The kids are really creepy too.
Most of them are. They're little vectors for disease, germs, sticky stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Speaking as the dad of the group.
Tell us more.
let me vent about it right now. You guys got 10 minutes? Yeah. I think that there's a way, maybe we should look into a way to try to dismantle some of the, power before we head in.
Exactly.
Maybe we could perhaps draw her out.
Should we give her another
Ooh.
chance with diplomacy?
Hey,
Yeah.
witch!
All right.
And I would also like to look, is there any sort of cellar door or basement looking area to this thing?
You're at the front of the house. From here, you don't see any. But if you want to take a look around, see if you find anything. It's a decently sized house, so.
Okay. Well, I would pose that to the group. Do you guys want to just circumnavigate this thing real quick and
Ace just shouted out, hey, witch.
maybe there's a weakness here.
Yeah, you hear the voice kind of carry out. You hear some of the noise inside the house, quiet, but then come back up immediately.
Okay.
Some smashing of pans
Oh, they're just
in the
making
distance.
food.
I could go for some lunch.
Let's go.
Ever eat a sandwich before?
Can I throw a javelin through one of the windows?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead and make an attack
boy.
roll on that.
Oh, boy.
Just, stir some shit up, right?
Real
Just kind of-
casual, like.
real casual. That is a 16.
16. It hits. You throw a javelin into a window. It breaks the window, and it should sail all the way in. But as it does break the window, you see vines kind of come out from the wood of the house and grab onto it so it doesn't protrude further. And you kind of sense that magic protecting the house is causing this.
Maybe we just need to
Any
go
attacks
in
from outside are defended against.
as travelers.
So, Simon,
Yeah.
I think you might have a good idea going around the house and seeing if there's any other entrances that might be useful.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
what,
do
are you
it.
afraid of some vines?
I don't really want to get grabbed by vines. I've been grabbed by vines already once today, and it wasn't pleasurable.
All right. Well, do we all want to go?
I
Or
think
do-
we should. It makes sense, but
Okay.
I do feel like,
Well, me and Ben could go right, and you guys could go left, and we'll meet around on the back.
but maybe it's the hostility of the javelin that is. You get where I'm going with this?
Yeah,
You're
try
talking-
throwing a rock instead.
You're talking about this witch that steals children. I mean,
she-
obviously she's not a good person. We need to just get in there and kill her, but we need to find a good way to do it.
Right. Did you tell us that you sense that she's a fiend?
I didn't say the word fiend, but I said whatever's in there is pretty nasty.
Got it.
Guys, I mean, she's pretty fiendish if you know what I'm laying down.
Oh well, that changes everything.
Would I sense that too? I have divine sense as well.
You have it as well. If you want to burn it, you can and
'Cause
get
you
that
get, like,
same
4 of
result.
them.
But I'm not sure how much of that.
Yeah, it's not going to.
You're gonna get the same information.
Okay.
Doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, you already did it. Okay, cool. Let's go around back and see if we can find like a cellar of some sort.
All right, we'll go right.
Sure.
Yes, and we'll go left. I know what you're doing, Ace, and you're
I'll
a
tell
son
you
of a
what,
bitch.
How about I go right with Ace and you two go left, and we'll meet it up in the back.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
You're
good.
Ben.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was.
No,
gonna go
you're
with
you're
Ace
cool
but-
too, Simon. Yeah, high five. And I like
Remember
hop
when
up
we
in the air.
We cooked together.
That was hours
I don't
ago.
really care. I don't really care who I go with. I was just trying to be nice because he was.
So we go right.
I just
All
love the
right, you
idea
guys go
that
right.
he thinks he's
You guys
the
go
leader.
left?
No,
Yes.
All
no,
right.
he doesn't.
You meander your way on the left-hand side and the right-hand side, and you meet up about 30 seconds later on the back side, and there is a fairly large cellar door back there.
See?
And a back door with a large back porch. You see there's like play equipment back here, like monkey bar type things and just big rocks that can be climbed on. There's some sort of like wagon that's been set on its side, and there's like seats almost on the wheel of the wagon so it can spin.
Well, it's just a
guys-
full-on playground.
Yeah, this is fun. Are we sure that this witch is?
Well, she has the children for a period of time without their parents' consent. I think she's a evil witch.
It is possible
See-
for a person to have good intentions while also doing the completely wrong thing.
That's true.
I would
That's
like to
true.
open the cellar door.
It is locked. There's a large, like almost 6-inch wide, thick iron lock on it.
Can I try and smash it open?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Give me a strength check. And I assume you're using a tool of some sort or your weapon to do
I'm going
that.
to use my hammer.
Okay.
You just want to use strength then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
We don't need any sound effects for that.
That is a nat 20.
A nat 20?
Wow.
That'll do it. Absolutely, yeah. It's a pretty solid lock.
Sweet.
You take a couple swings at it, but the third one, the thing just shatters on the side of it and just opened.
All right. Well, we have our entrance.
Amazing, Val. Good job.
Thank you. Yeah, and so I'm going to walk inside.
All right.
Follow behind.
It is a musty smelling, dark, descending hallway as you get down. And that's what you hear. Upstairs, 100% what you hear.
Crying and wailing.
Crying and wailing, laughing, the sound of, running footsteps, glass breaking ever so often. But yeah, you go down 10, 15, 20 feet. Dark down here. There's no illumination.
I'll light a torch.
You light a torch. You light it up. And it goes down another, 15 feet. And it starts kind of just spiraling down. There's a kind of open area right at the base with some sacks of old moldy potatoes. Lots of potatoes.
Like how many?
Like
Like how many bags?
like 8.
Okay.
Like
Big
full
bushel
person
bags, yeah.
size bags.
Oh
Yeah.
no, those are people.
I'll open a bag.
It's potatoes.
All potato.
I think she
Yeah,
magically
you
turned
kind of
them
like
into people.
knock some out. It's potatoes. They're growing stuff off of them.
Yeah, they got
They're
like the
potatoes.
They were people, but now they're
Tendrils.
potatoes. That's what I'm saying. You're not going to see people in there. They're now
teenagers.
potatoes.
Is there a way? Are there stairs that go up towards like the
No
actual-
stairs that go up. It looks like it's just goes deeper into stone below, and it delves down.
Down is where bad things always happen, guys.
But we hear the
So you gotta
kids
be down there.
upstairs.
That's a distraction. It's all magic.
That's actually, you might be
Wow,
right.
Jesus, that was wow. He really cut right through that.
Really sold that one.
Watch, we're gonna get down there. It's gonna be a dead end,
Ace has been right almost.
and all the
every
kids are gonna be
single
like,
time
"We were crying upstairs. Why didn't you get here faster?"
All right. Well, do you guys want to head down further?
Yep.
so far. Can I do some sort of perception check looking down?
Can I do
to
an
see?
insight check on Ace?
Yeah.
So
Or am
you
I
wanna
not
do
really gonna find anything more than what we've already
Are you trying to
peered
perceive-
down into the darkness and maybe
Gotcha.
figure out?
You're not gonna be able to see too much, but you can definitely listen for it. So yeah, if you want to give me a perception check.
And perception is wisdom, and I
Mhm.
have advantage on wisdom stuff on the coast. Are we still considered on the coast?
Yeah, because that's from your ranger ability. That's your favored terrain.
Mm-hmm.
It's I think usually for tracking things, but these are caves that they're similar enough to the Quilton Bay ones. I'll give you advantage on it.
Yay! Thanks, DM.
Nice one, Simon.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Oh
fuck?
my goodness, guys! You're doing all the natural 20s, and it's just a little unsettling over here.
How about you guys save some for when we're fighting the hag?
No,
Yeah.
we're gonna do it for real simple checks.
I cook a meal. Real good.
This is a tasty meal.
With a natural 20, what was the total with that? Just to know.
18.
Was it perception?
Yeah.
26.
26, yeah. I was thinking, yeah, you should have pretty high perception. You hear buzzing, like insects flying. You hear that kind of like odd, zzz, just far off in the distance. However, you're not sure how far down into the tunnel it is. You hear a bit of wind
Okay.
down there, and as you're kind of walking down, ever so often, a voice, you can't make out what it's saying at all, just some murmuring that's just kind of catching the echo of the walls and making its way to you.
Do the insect sounds sound similar to the insects that we fought previously in the
It's hard to say. I mean,
Okay.
it just sounds like
generic
flying insects of some sort. Yeah.
So I would relay that to y'all, and then each time I hear
is
that
it a
voice,
woman or a man or young or old?
I can't tell. I mean, am I going crazy? Does nobody else hear this?
I don't think the rest of you would.
Is it just for me?
Well, I
Must
don't
be your
think it's
big
just-
radar dishes on the top of your head, bro.
You see his ears just like.
And you see Simon's ears just kind of turning ever so
Seriously,
often.
you guys don't hear
just
this?
catching the sound
Picking
waves.
up FM radio while you're at it.
Sorry, I got to tune this. Yeah. So
Look, fiends love underground.
the good thing is that I do hear wind. So that means if we're going down, there's probably a way out.
Right.
That's pretty hopeful.
Yeah.
Well, we've come this
Maybe
far. We might as well go find what this noise is.
Look, it was this or the prison barge, all right?
Yeah.
So,
Down we go.
We
All right.
continue on down.
You continue on down. After about 5-10 minutes, not that long, you all begin hearing that sound. Ever so often you hear zzz,
There. That's the one I was talking about.
Oh.
zzz.
But
Right, I hear
not
it
the
now,
voice.
yeah.
That's not the voice though.
I have ghosts howling in my ears all the time, so still don't quite hear it.
Or maybe you do.
But as you kind of descend this last little bit, you see the pathway splits off, and you look down to your left, and there's this long constructed hallway, like stone carved. It's all been kind of natural carved out up until here. And then to your right is these stone steps that descend down. And just beyond that, you can hear a fair amount of that buzzing. It sounds like the right-hand side
Down
is
the
where it's
steps,
coming from.
not the carved.
Yeah.
Okay. And can I feel where the wind is coming from?
The wind is coming from all the directions. It's just kind of blowing from where you were
And we all
coming into.
hear that buzzing coming from the right.
Yes, yeah, you get a good sense it's coming from there. Though with this place, there's kind of echoes, and it's hard to judge. So you have to kind of sit there and kind of listen to it for a bit to really
Point
hone
of
in on it.
clarification. You're saying the wind is now at our backs?
The sound of the wind, yeah, you could hear the wind before,
Right.
And you can hear it a bit more now that you're in this part of the cavern.
But now the sound is behind.
Not the sound behind, but the wind is flowing from behind you forward into
Okay.
the cave.
You
There's
have
the
a
direction.
tailwind.
Yeah.
Well, you guys know which way I want to go.
You want
Right.
to follow the buzzing?
Yeah, we got to go right.
Yeah.
Are you only ever picking right?
I mean, I'm right-handed. I feel just like this inclination to go right.
I am upset that it has worked out every time.
Yeah.
But in this instance, yes, we should probably go right. We should follow that buzzing.
Has nothing to do with his inclinations, though.
All right. You head down the steps to the right. Who's leading this charge?
I think one of you said no.
I think Val was leading.
I can't remember who said we're going in
Initially, he has the torch, though.
I do have the
I don't need a torch. and
I have
can-
dark vision.
I can have my shield out too.
first. But what's the order of us?
That's the question I got on the table yet.
I don't know. I was hoping to pipe up and offer to go down the stairs first when I said
Do it.
it's this or the prison barge.
I would like someone with a higher AC to go first.
I'll go.
Yeah. Okay.
I have my shield out, my axe,
Okay.
and
I'll follow behind.
Yeah. So Ben, if I can have you make a. First, I'll ask what your passive perception is.
not well. Actually,
I don't know what mine is. What is it?
It should be on the sheet. It's your perception bonus plus 10. So it's 10 plus whatever your bonus is. Your passive is if you were rolling a 10 the whole time. Is like
13.
what your 13. All right. So you don't catch it. As you step on
I
a
didn't need to.
stone, something moves. The floor beneath you moves. So if I can have you make a dexterity saving throw as the floor beneath you opens up.
I should have went first. I get advantage on dexterity saving throws.
I get advantage on death saving throws.
I don't, and I've already had 2 in this campaign. So
Hang on here real quick, because there's a thing I was hoping to use.
Mhm.
I think it might just be skills, but let me check.
This is your dodge trapdoor feat.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's a good one to take.
Very niche, but you'd be surprised when it comes in handy.
like tunnel fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Like tunnel fighter.
Hey, you're in a tunnel.
We are in a tunnel right now.
Would have been very useful.
What can I do? I got to make enemies that use tunnel fighter. Throw them in a tunnel.
Okay, my dex save is 18.
18, that's enough. You catch onto the ledge behind you instead of falling down into this pit of metal spikes below you. As just the floor gives way underneath and kind of swings openly, some sort of trap door was set off. And you look down and looks like it's gotten some people before. There's a couple skeletons down there. And an odd kind of blue glow from some goo at the bottom of the thing.
I would reach my hand down to help pull
Yeah,
you
I'm
up.
gonna.
And you're able
I
to
wanna,
pull 'em up.
Yeah, I want to help pull him up.
You okay? That was a close one, man.
Not close enough.
What?
What?
It didn't kill you.
You wanted it
I
to be
pushed him
closer?
over.
Yeah, I pushed him into the pit.
Yeah.
But you're able to make your way past it if
Okay.
you go
We're
around the
awesome.
sides of this thing. 'Cause
Okay,
it's easy enough.
You're welcome, everybody.
Thanks for finding that, Ben.
Hey, no problem.
As you continue further down, you get to a section that kind of opens up. It's no longer kind of this tight 3 foot, 4 foot wide tunnel. It kind of opens up, and you see the stairways have given way into just sharp drops down. First one's like 5 feet, and then 10 feet, and then another 10 feet. So it's like 25 feet down to this ravine, and then it slowly climbs back up, probably 30, 40 feet ahead of you. But at the bottom of this, you do see some weird blue glowing as well, coming from the very bottom of this ravine. Further ahead, you see the tunnel kind of just veers off, and you're not able to see any further than that.
With my experience in the swamps and seeing all these different magical like goos and stuff, is this something similar that I've seen before?
If you want to go ahead and make a nature or survival check, go right ahead. We'll see.
15.
15?
Survival.
Survival, all right. Reminiscent in some ways. Whatever this is specifically you haven't encountered before. But it is often associated with growth of some kind. You've seen some like lesions on trees that had something similar, and they would grow cocoons for odd, boring insects for that tree.
I share that information with the group.
Ugh.
I never
gross.
particularly thought insects were boring. They're kind of fascinating, actually, but
That's probably why we hear that sound, though,
not
right?
that
guys?
kind of boring.
Yeah.
no.
Like
No.
into
Yeah.
boring.
Right. So is this just like a dead end? Is this?
Well, it
we
goes
could go
up
Looks like the
there.
cave at the end curves off a direction. So if you're able to go down and back up, it would continue. You're just not able to see that where that turn is.
Well, do we want to go through the goo, y'all?
Is the goo dangerous?
Yeah, it feels kind of dangerous.
Well, given what
Is it dangerous?
Yeah, given what-
Do I know?
Ace said about
Depends
the
on
boring,
what it's growing.
the boring insect.
I've seen it growing boring insects into trees, so I'm thinking the goo might not be that safe.
But if we don't touch it, right? Have you ever seen it move?
I mean, I don't have any way to float over this goo.
How wide is the ravine?
It's about 40 feet, the total length. At the very bottom, it's about a 10-foot gap between kind of the two lowest sections of
Okay.
it.
Well, if anybody needs, you can ride on my back and I can climb.
Well, I can climb. I'm a good climber.
Well then,
Oh yeah, I can
so you're
climb.
fine.
Yeah, if you guys want to try and make it past this area, you can do an athletics check to try and kind of just climb
the wall.
down, jump over, climb back up.
I'll do that.
I'm cool with that.
All right.
I'm not going to make it, guys.
Go on without me.
He just sits down.
Throw me.
Throw me.
I'm slowing you down.
No, I meant throw me over.
Like, yeah.
You get it now, Caleb?
I do now. Thanks,
Yeah, you
guys.
tracking?
You know, the hit film.
Oh, film. Sorry, I only read the books.
But yeah, if you'd like to make athletics check to climb across, anyone may
Yeah,
do
I'm
so.
gonna do that.
Absolutely.
I have all the confidence in the world, but none of the ability.
Damn it. Yeah, I should
Oh, all right. Never mind. That's a 21.
All right.
have suggested this.
But you have spider climb. You don't even need. You just do
But
it.
we're all jumping.
But we also have to jump first. The climbing is not the issue. It's the jumping.
I got 4.
4. All right.
What do I
Okay.
need?
An athletics check.
Well, I mean, what number do I need?
What? No. Absolutely not.
No.
I got 14.
14. All right. Can you do something to augment your number? No, get out of here.
I just want to know.
So I have an ability. I don't think I've used it yet, but it's part of my reborn thing, and it's supposed to be knowledge of my past life. But maybe it's knowledge from the spirits, right? Or
Okay.
like help from the spirits, and it allows me to add 6 to a skill, a D6 to a skill check.
Gotcha.
So I'm just gonna use that.
Use that for this. All right.
Although I guess I can do it after I see the D20. It says.
Sure,
so.
yeah.
He's going for it.
Nice. 16.
16. All right. Yeah, you're all able to make it across, except for Simon. As you get to the very bottom there, and you all do notice this, it looks like at the bottom of this cave, this ravine, going to the left, there's a smaller cave that keeps going into the stone. And that's where this goo is kind of pouring from, and that blue light is kind of coming out from beyond that.
Does the cave provide enough clearance to like walk alongside, or like is there a clear path to not get in the blue goo, or is it just cascading out of the cave?
It looks like it's just settling in the very bottom portion of this. So it's kind of like stepped down, and the very last step is what connects with that cave that goes kind of deeper in. And so any of the steps above. So you, Simon, are kind of trying to jump over that small chasm, and lose your footing on some of the rock as your foot just sinks into some of that goo. Your friends help pull you up, which is easy enough to do. But it
Do they though?
Wait.
I feel like we need to go around the horn.
with the assumption that your friends help pull you up. The goo kind of sloughs off your foot, but you do see that kind of glow persist.
Think we might have to cut it off, Simon.
And a big chunk of this that's been sitting on the bottom, kind of like shivers a little bit as you touch the goo. Just the whole like globule of this just kind of like has a ripple over it. And when it does, you can kind of see through it a little bit, and you catch a face in there.
Child's face.
And then it stops and kind of goes opaque again.
Like we see a face beneath the liquid.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do we recognize?
Oh my
it?
God, they're
No.
growing
Please tell me it's
people.
not me.
They're
It's not
growing
you.
people here.
It's not a child's face, but it does look like a teenager's face.
Should I
Oh,
just
dear
fucking light this
Lord.
on fire?
Not if there's teenagers in there that we can
I
save.
I
you think they're all dead?
I think we should find where this goo is coming from.
I agree. The source. Yeah.
Okay, I need an argument to not light it on fire.
I think you should light it on fire.
I'm feeling that.
We won't be able to. Well,
We should understand it first.
Hard to say.
I'd rather have no clue and just burn it.
I could burn it with a clean conscience right now. What if we learn that there are people in there?
It'll be a lot harder, but we'll still do it.
But Simon, how's his foot feeling?
Well, it feels okay, but I've got this new kind of shine to it.
You want me to chop it off?
You want me to make a fire?
I mean, it'll just,
Okay, there's lots of
It'll just take
options
a
being
minute,
thrown around.
real
I don't
quick.
like any
Well, I
of
could
the
do a
fire.
fire, and you could just put your foot into it.
No, guys, no.
one quick glaive slash, and no more foot. It'd be clean.
I like my foot.
What if I drank your blood?
Guys,
I just
Could that
Well,
I
we cut
just
it off
swan
and-
dive right into the blue goo.
Drink the blood, then light it on fire. And
do-
I feel like we got a good plan.
So it's sloughed off.
Das Boot.
Chug, chug, chug.
So it's sloughed off. But
Yeah, but
there's
the
still
glow
a
still
luminescence.
persists.
And do I feel anything different at this point?
Doesn't feel different. No.
Yeah,
Can
they
I
have
do
a show
some sort
about
of
this
like
on HBO right now.
medicine check or survival check on myself?
If you want to make a medicine check, absolutely, yeah, or a nature check to try and discern what it is.
Or nature. I'll go with Oh, and it's a wisdom.
It's 100% boring into your skin right now,
Right?
and
So
there's-
wisdom check, yeah. What do
Yeah.
you get? What's the advantage for?
It's a wisdom check.
He wants to do medicine.
A
And
ready
he-
action to kill him if I don't like the
And
roll.
and he's asking for double bonus or whatever for being on the coast.
Yeah.
No, that's for like perception checks or
That's for
It says,
tracking.
it says
tracking.
wisdom and intelligence.
Well, it's wrong.
not for this. This
Okay.
is,
I
I'll let
will.
you know this is not a coastal entity.
Boom.
Okay.
I can totally sense that it is boring into your skin right now, and you're going to start growing little critters, and they're going to crawl out of your foot.
You're not
If
helping
we don't
me,
cut
Ace.
it out right now,
Ace, I got a 10
clean
A
chop.
10.
total.
Not sure. It seems fine.
Okay.
You've encountered
You guys-
similar things.
And I
where
walk
you're trained
around.
at.
I maybe scale up a wall a little bit. See, guys, I'm fine.
I have
We're
medicine.
fine.
Do you want me to check?
It's just glowing. If you want to give it a shot, yeah, I would.
Sure.
I wouldn't mind a second opinion, but
And if it's bad, I'll just chop it off right away,
I feel fine.
And I'll drink your blood.
and he'll burn.
That's a natural 20.
a natural 20.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
It's got to go.
It's bad.
Yeah, get the glaive. Get the glaive.
Honestly,
Start a fire. Heat up that glaive.
I think the only cure is to let the crabs eat it.
With that check, taking a look at the substance itself and the way Simon's leg looks, there's no issue with it. Just stepping in this stuff is not going to be a problem.
Look, Simon, you know how sometimes when you step into the mud and the mud sloughs off, but your shoes are still dirty?
I don't wear shoes.
Do you know
but
how
sure,
stains work?
Yeah.
Well,
I get what you're saying.
That's happening to your feet right now.
Good. Okay,
so you're going to get some of these blotches, and Ace like points out. the
I
blotches.
think we
Those are
should
kinda cool.
find out where the blue stuff is coming from.
I agree.
Did you guys see that face that was in there, though?
Yeah, that freaked
Yes,
me out.
right. We should see where that.
I'm going to
face-
grab her, and I reach in and try to grab.
Make a
the
strength
person.
check.
I make a help check.
You do that with advantage.
I make a
the two, you
runaway
try and
check.
grab whatever's in here.
All right, I rolled a natural 1 and a 9. Do I get to re-roll the natural 1?
As a halfling, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's kind of cool. That's a little bit better. Strength check, 20.
20. Okay. You try and grab through this. The outer part is soft and spongy, and you can get through, but it hardens inside, almost like glass or stone. You would have to break it to get whoever is in here. And as you do, as you kind of get deep within this thing and start messing around with it, you do see kind of from the top little things open up. And you hear this buzzing zzz, as 3 odd insects just start boring up out of this thing.
I cast create bonfire
On
where they're boring from.
that's the top of this thing.
What's the problem?
I'm just making sure you know what's up. So yeah, you with that you cast great
wait.
bonfire,
My-
and we're gonna roll initiative
Okay.
because
You're
these
gonna
things
get
look,
your wish. You're gonna set fire to it.
Yeah.
hungry.
And you're gonna die like you wanted. So
But absolutely,
The way he
with
said it,
the-
he was like, "You're casting it on yourself."
no,
I was
on
like,
top.
It's very
of
close
the
because you're
thing.
helping with this, so it's going to be in the vicinity.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because you
okay.
and Ace are like grabbing into this thing.
Got you. Yeah, I'm definitely still doing it, but I'm being extra careful. Does that help?
Gotcha.
Okay.
Extra careful with my bomb.
That grants you a D4.
I got a 7 for initiative.
7.
Oh, we're doing it.
18.
18.
21.
21.
6.
6. All right. When these things appear, they look quite menacing. Ace, it is up to you if you want to make any sort of action against them.
I definitely want to get out of the goo.
Pull your hands out. Easy enough.
Okay. I will back up 10 feet.
Okay. It's cramped down here with everyone around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Do I have like a distance where I could get away from it, where I can still use my glaive at? Right.
And if
You
I,
could get up on one of the levels above is where you I guess, yeah. No, you could. If you back up, you're just getting closer to that cave behind you.
first thing-
so you can do that.
and if I did get create bonfire off, they do have to make a dex save.
Okay.
And
I'll have them do that at the start of their turns.
Okay.
I guess for starters, just because stuff can go crazy, I'll rage first.
Okay.
And I rolled an 8 this time. A bolt of light shoots from your chest. Another creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage and be blinded until the start of Your next turn.
That's awesome.
Until the rage ends, I can use this again as a bonus action.
Nice.
So one of the bugs.
All right. What are they making?
A Constitution saving throw, which would be
8. I think that they fail.
Yep, I need a 13.
You're like a reverse Cyclops.
Yeah, it's busting out of my chest,
Or
guys.
Havoc.
And making them blind, though.
I think it's Havoc, right?
Kind of like aliens. A little bit of alien action.
Havoc can do it from anywhere,
Anywhere?
So 6 radiant damage.
including his dick.
And that's 6 radiant damage.
Nice.
Good job.
Does it seem to respond to the radiant damage more than I'd expect?
It takes it. It's no weakness or resistance to it.
I will now slash at it.
All right. And did you back away from them, or are you still right next to them?
No, I'll stay near him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We'll start slashing from here.
And do I hit the same one that you hit with the radiant damage?
Yes.
Okay. It's buzzing menacingly while it smokes a little bit.
What's it smoking? Cloves?
Yeah.
I mean, it just
It's
got
cool
hit
like
by
that.
radiant damage.
Swisher Sweets.
That's going to be 22.
22, that hits for sure.
Wave damage. 9, 10, 11. That's going to be 11 slashing damage.
All right, that one's gone. You stab
Good.
through that one into the stone wall behind it, and it just pops.
Pop, pop.
Nice.
And are any of them next to me now?
They're all next to you.
Okay, I will stay there then.
Okay. You were right next to. I mean, you instigated this.
Yeah, I made the creatures angry.
Oh, and I messed this up. Simon, you were supposed to go first, but you go second now.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I actually prefer it. So.
Okay.
Okay. I would like to take out my crossbow. And is there any sort of proximity flanking that's happening with the
No,
setup
they're
now?
kind of up against the wall.
Okay.
So it'd be hard
Perfect.
to get on either side.
Okay, so I'm going to take my crossbow, and I am going to attempt to shoot one of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do this. Okay, I think it hits. 21.
21? Yeah, that definitely hits.
And I'd like to do my damage, if you'll allow.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You hit. I mean, it's out of my hands now.
Oh, brother. That is 4 piercing, and I'd like to use my bonus action to cast Ensnaring Strike.
Yeah.
So then vines come out from somewhere, from my bolt maybe,
Oh, there's a bunch of
and
vines.
come around.
You do notice, there's a lot of kind of like big roots
so
from the cave that
maybe
have
some
like
of those are on my
infiltrated in
side
here.
now.
And yeah, you see from the
Okay.
wall, they kind of come out and grab onto this thing.
And for those not aware, the next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, a writhing mass. So the vines aren't out yet. Is that right?
Technically, how you usually want to do this is use the bonus action first
Okay.
and then do the attack. So if
Okay.
you want to have done that already.
Yeah, definitely.
Otherwise, you're just going to try and hit on your next turn.
Okay. So I guess it takes another d6 of piercing damage at the start of its turn.
Gotcha.
Creature restrained by the vines. It's got to make a strength check to get out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got to do a strength saving throw now, I think, or be restrained.
Oh, gotcha. Strength
Yes.
is 14.
Meets.
Meets. So it is not restrained.
Okay. Okay. But when it starts its turn, d6.
Okay. Next up is these bugs. Fire comes up for them. So they are, what, the dexterity save? The first one that he attacked is 13.
Yes, that meets.
Meets. Second one is more.
Yes, that also saves.
Okay. So they're as you cast the bonfire, you were careful with it. You didn't want to get yourself. So you put a little too far.
too careful.
Exactly, a little too careful. But if they stay in this spot, I think they still take the damage
They will have to make the saving throw again.
at the end of the. Yeah, perfect. With this, they've got an enemy in front of them.
They take 2
Oh.
from the ensnaring.
And they take 2 from the ensnaring. Perfect. They've got an enemy in front of them, so they're going to make 2 attacks against. One against Ace, one against Ben.
Bring it. This is right where I wanted him.
Ben, the first one is natural 20 for a 24 to hit.
Oh, no. I'm pretty sure you said you were going to attack Ace first.
It's just that you were so boastful about it. I wanted to have the first one go after you.
Right.
Well, we don't.
You got him right where you wanted him.
We'll give him what he
Yeah.
wants.
Okay, I will.
13 piercing damage.
What?
And you see as this thing, it's about the size of like a football. This odd kind of like milky black insect.
You said he rolled the 23?
24.
Fuck.
Man.
And you see as it has this long stinger that it uses to sting you with. And with natural 20, it gets deep under there. And you see the back of it is just this bloated, odd mass. Kind of inflates a little bit and becomes a little less opaque. You see inside of it. And you see inside there's just a mass amount of like coiling earthworms or grubs of some sort in there. And as it stings you, it's going to try and put one of those inside of you. So if I can have you make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm really good at these.
All right.
Well, it's gonna feel right at home in his eye socket.
Am I next to them?
What kind of damage was this?
Piercing.
Can I use my interception to block some of the damage?
Yeah, if you'd like. Yeah, I think you're all kind of right at the bottom of the ravine around this thing.
I'm trying to remember what exactly I...
Okay, really good at these. Come on. Don't fucking let me down, Melora. Bitch.
You did it now.
Not bad. 18.
18. It is not able to inject you with any sort of grub-like entity.
I
You
inject
resist
it back.
With dust.
Yeah, give it some of my corpse dust.
Yeah, you see it try and inject it and goes... A little insect cough.
Oh, Ben, I think we might have to cut that off.
No.
We gotta light it
I'm
on fire.
basically immune to being poisoned.
Oh, yeah.
The other one's going to attack Ace. Oh, I don't know what that was. Oh, well, that's a 6. The other one does not sting you.
That's enough.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I can reduce it. His damage 1d10 plus my proficiency bonus. Sorry, I had to
good.
look it up and it
No
was
worries,
like, really
no worries.
confusing. Cool. So
Could reduce it all.
cool. I reduce it by 8.
Oh, yes. Thank
Nice.
God.
So yeah,
just
you
minus
intercept
5.
this odd,
Yeah, I take my hammer
bloated
and I-
insect.
Block some of the damage.
Perfect.
Yeah, as the stinger comes out my other side, he bops it back out.
yeah. Like whack-a-mole.
Looney Tunes
Like,
stuff
I've
going
got
on.
you! Bam!
Perfect.
That's so macabre and awesome. I love it. I love it.
They are not going to move from their spot. They're not smart enough, and they are going to roll some dexterity saving throws. The first one's going to be a fail, and the second one is going to be a 13. I think that one saves us. So the first one does take some damage. This is the one that's already been hurt.
Another D6.
1d8.
From the fire, the bonfire.
Are we back at the top?
No.
6 fire damage.
6 fire. And now it'll take that one out. That one burns up.
And the other one still has its piercer in me.
Yeah. Ben, you're up. And Val's after that.
I want to bring its piercer deeper into me and bite it. No, I'm just kidding.
The
I'm just,
piercer got knocked.
Oh, yeah, that's
Remember,
right.
Remember,
if we
I
remember.
whack-a-moled it
Come
back out.
Yeah.
Hits it again.
Okay, so I don't get to look cool because of you, Val. Thanks.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I'll
his
never do
fault.
that again.
I won't reduce damage.
Look cool because of you. Find it in your heart.
I swing my axe. Crit!
Hey, there we go.
Wow.
That's a lot of crits tonight.
Yeah, that's a crazy amount of crits in one session.
It's been, yeah.
Should I waste a divine smite?
No.
No.
Come on, guys!
No.
Come on!
I have a feeling this one hit will be enough
Yeah,
to...
I took it out with
Yeah,
like
especially with the
13
divine
points of
smite
damage.
on a crit.
and I'm next, so don't use
that's
divine-
so
it's-
much
it's
damage.
up to
I would
Ben.
use Divine Smite.
He wants you to...
Alex is like, yes,
Burn your spells.
please burn it all.
Okay, I'm gonna save it, and I'm just gonna take my little win here. So he takes.
I will say, if you would like to burn the Divine Smite,
Ooh, we're bartering? Negotiating?
it will open up the pod that is attached to this thing.
Oh fuck yeah! I spend the divine smite.
If you want to do that,
I spend the
absolutely,
divine
you can burn
smite.
that in this moment to
Ooh, bargaining.
open that up.
This
Yeah,
is
so
just
he
Alex really
takes-
trying to get us to burn
Yeah.
our shit.
We haven't even gotten to the witch or any
Right,
of this.
right.
We're probably as far away from the house as we can get.
So he takes. And should I spend it as a second level spell slot? Do
Why
I
are
even
you
have
looking at
second level
me?
spell slots? I don't remember.
You don't. You're a paladin. You don't.
I'm a warlock as well,
Oh.
but I'm
oh,
also level 1
Oh.
warlock.
Then,
So.
yeah, you don't.
You definitely don't have.
So that is 16, 27 damage.
Jeez.
Unless, does the divine smite get doubled in this situation? How's that work?
Ooh.
No, just my regular. You said all the damage.
Divine Smite is part
So-
of critical rolls. Yeah, absolutely.
So does he
Full
get the
damage.
full damage on the divine and then a roll of
and then the
divine?
roll, yeah, you maximize a regular hit. All the dice hit max numbers, and then whatever dice you normally roll, you roll those in addition.
I dig.
So Divine Smite is even more bad.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so what did I say that was?
24.
It's 16 plus 11 is 27 plus this. 27, 33, 38 damage.
38 damage. So yeah, you bring your axe down on the last of these bloated insects, and as you do, it cuts through and sears, and like you see the butt of it, all those grubs just kind of like scream and yell and just are strewn across the stone wall behind. But the axe keeps going into this blob, this goo that you see, and it hits that hard surface that you'd felt earlier and cracks it open, and you see it just slowly just start to unfold around you.
Nice.
You hear the buzzing in the caverns grow a bit louder as you conclude killing the three of these things,
Roll
and the
call.
fire just slowly kind of burns away on some of the tree roots that were on the back wall.
All right. Well, we should
Get 'em
grab.
out.
Yeah, grab this person. I'm gonna grab the person.
You try and grab them, and you pull. You're able to slowly. It takes a little bit of time because whatever they're in is just thick and mucusy.
While I'm
and you
still
see just kind of
raging-
odd growths
Viscous.
on their their neck and kind of coming down, and you see inside just kind of like pulsing, just
Val, I
growths
think it
inside,
might be too
and they
late.
pull this young kid out of there.
While I'm
this
still
teenager.
raging, I want to like continue to blast like the area around this kid with my
Your sunbeam thing.
sunbeam.
Gotcha.
My
Yeah.
Radiant
Yeah.
light.
So yeah, you just kind of like tear into this thing, just going hog wild on the thing, and you're just gonna burn away, and it's just this odd, dried mess by the end of it.
So it's got like a growth on it.
Like a goiter?
multiple growths that are just
Think
kind of
about-
like pulsing a little bit with a little like like a hole at the center, kind of like some odd large zit.
Carbuncle.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut that off.
Well, what are the signs of life on this? Kid.
As a teenager, probably like 15, 16, dressed simply, most likely from the village. Shallow breathing as they kind of like cough up a bit of
Okay,
mucus, but no signs of consciousness. They're just unresponsive, breathing slowly.
They just fell drinks.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I
Pretty
think.
much. That's what
That's
it
what I
feels
was-
like.
I want to
why do
try
my eyes
and exercise whatever's in these little like lumps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cancer.
These cancerous
Um,
lumps.
If you want to go ahead and make a medicine check.
Yeah.
Can
to
I
try
help?
and-
Can I help?
Yeah. If the two of you want to try and.
Should I roll or just give him?
Either you can both roll, or if somebody wants to roll with advantage.
I'm just standing there saying you just gotta cut.
What
her
would
off,
you
guys.
prefer, Val?
Here's your.
You roll 2.
Okay.
Because I don't have very good wisdom.
My wisdom's pretty good.
Oh, okay. I got a 15.
Well, that's better than me. Okay, 9.
Nine. All right. You take a look at this thing. You may have seen things like this before. It's an awe. You tie the two together immediately. The insects that you were just fighting against, that is what's growing here.
Right.
It's boring,
Yeah.
right, guys?
and-
I've told you, it bores. These are
Yeah.
animals that bore.
Young at this stage. Most likely, if you kill them somehow, they're not going to grow into those things. You think a knife or something, just cutting them off would do it.
Okay. Yeah.
What that might do to the host, you're not entirely sure, but most likely they're going to suffer some sort of pain damage because of it.
Yeah, I don't have necessarily a knife or dagger, but I do have a greatsword. Can I take my greatsword and try and just like using the edge, just like...
Yeah, I'd say you can. Yeah, you can carve away. The kind of 3 biggest ones are around there. You can carve away. They'll probably need to be treated over the next few weeks. The other ones growing on them, but those are the most prominent. They're able to kind of cut away, and just blue ooze comes off of them, drains down into their clothes.
Grody.
Maybe we should burn it.
And just like,
The corpse.
He's still alive, I think.
Oh.
Yes,
Like,
no, I
burn
think
the goo
Oh, yeah.
on and cauterize it. Like that's a thing you do with
Yeah.
wounds, right? You
Yeah.
burn them.
Well,
I wouldn't know anymore.
very.
Just dust.
Yeah, somebody burn it, I guess.
it's pretty well burnt. The paw that you kind of, right? I mean,
I'm saying
what you were doing.
He
was,
wants me to cauterize the boy's wounds.
Yeah.
oh, gotcha. You want to set the boy on fire.
Yeah, I don't think I have the skill necessary to cauterize a wound. I have the skill necessary to light that whole person on fire.
Ben doesn't exactly have laser focus
Yeah,
when
there's
it
no
comes to
nuance when it comes to my magic.
the sledgehammer.
It literally is the battle axe of spellcasting.
I mean, could I do like I don't know if I can do lay on hands. Can I do lay on hands to...
You could do that, stabilize them at the very least if they need stabilizing.
They seem stabilized. They're
Just
they're
leave
breathing.
the
They're
Yeah,
not dying at all.
let's bring them with
I would say
us.
with that medicine check, bandages and rest is what they
Okay.
need.
All right, cool. Yeah. Well, then
And burning.
I'll throw him over my shoulder, and I don't know what we should do. We should get this young man out of here. Should we go further in and try to find the source? Or...
Yeah, we still need to find the witch.
We gotta. I mean, we're already this far in. We gotta keep going.
We now have a heavy load on Val, though.
Val's strong, right, Val? And I kind of like flex at him.
Right. I mean, if we get in a scrap, I can maybe just like lay him off to the side, while we take care of business, and then I'll just pick him up again.
That's a reasonable course of action, yes.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna head further where the blue goo is coming from.
Before you do that, you do hear from up above you, where you came from, the
I block him with a crepe fire.
murmuring, talking.
Oh,
Is it similar to what I
shuffling.
heard?
Similar to what you heard before.
Guys, do you hear that now?
you said murmur. I thought it was buzzing before.
Yeah,
There
no,
was both.
you said you heard buzzing.
No, I also said
Now
murmuring.
you're saying it sounds like
I said
people.
I hear that voice.
And I
You
said,
guys
is
hear it.
voices?
and
Is
you
it a
didn't
woman?
hear it.
Is it a man?
Okay,
Is
because
it-
I hear
shit.
voices all the fucking
Yeah.
time.
Okay,
Yeah.
go. And then you hear footsteps getting further away. And
Okay, well, we
quieter.
fight about whether or not I heard the murmuring. They're coming, so we need to maybe.
Lay down your arms and you shan't be hurt.
Oh, that's the course of action we're taking. All right. Well,
Well,
You hear the footsteps quieter and quieter until you
they're
stop
they're
hearing them.
going away from us.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're running.
get
away.
him. Go get him.
I'm after him.
You, go.
I go.
Yeah, I'll
And I will try
Alright.
to follow them.
I'll
Yeah.
use my double
we
speed.
go back up the stairs.
All
Go
that
back up the
stuff.
stairs. Okay, easy enough to climb back up the stairs. I would say with your guys' speed,
35 feet of movement.
you get to that crossroads, and you look the way you came. You don't see anything. You look down the hall, and there's a kind of like at the very end of that hallway, some odd bits of wood. You see two teens just kind of like pulling some of the wood behind them and closing themselves inside.
I would yell out, "Halt! We mean you no harm."
I'm gonna break the wood.
Yeah, halt definitely means we mean you no harm.
I'm gonna
yeah.
break the wood with my glaive.
All right.
Those are
yeah,
cowards.
I mean,
That, on the other
40
hand,
feet
seeing
away,
a
so you just
glaive.
charge down the hallway. And as you get to the wood and you're about to slam down on that, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as the floor gives way.
I have advantage on
Yep.
that.
It's not the same one, is it?
It's a different one.
Okay.
That's
And
gonna-
I made the assumption that you didn't hit the the other one was
We didn't
was
go the-
open
we
already.
knew
Yeah,
where
yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
21.
21. You were able to grab the side. You don't fall through. You kind of like with your glaive on the other end, you grab on, and below you see, metal spikes.
Oh.
Same as before. The rest of you kind of catch up, and you're able to pull yourself up onto there.
I'm very strong.
And you pull away some of the wood, and you see the cave kind of curves off to the right.
Keep going.
The right again, really?
But in this odd little curve, you do see there's like odd furniture here, like a big bookcase where some of the shelves have been knocked out. Like blankets put on some of the edges, some big boxes that have been turned over. It looks like
children have been sleeping.
An odd little nest of some sort.
Yeah.
A big carpet on the floor, and then the kind of curves. If you take that right, you look down, and it's a short dead end with a bunch of furniture stacked on the left-hand side, and then at the very end, looks like stones have kind of caved in this pathway. A little dead end right here, and you don't see the kids.
Did you catch the voice?
There's a couple of kids. I just saw them running here. I'm going to go through and knock over all of these furniture and see if they're inside the furniture.
That'll put their mind at ease.
Just swinging wildly.
Oh,
They're like,
get here! I love the idea.
I mean you no harm.
I love the idea that he's a halfling too. And
Yeah.
might be full-grown teenagers.
Yeah. He just looks like a teenager with a beard and
They're
just
likely
yoked.
You smash the furniture, you tear it down, pull it off the walls, break the beds, break the crates. It would take a fair amount of work to undo kind of the area that's been blocked off, piled with furniture. Like that area is, probably about 5 feet wide, 10 foot tall. It goes deep into somewhere. That's going to take a bit of time if you want to undo that. But the furniture just in here.
No, I don't go for that. I just go for that tall stack.
That'll take some time because that'll be a fair amount of time to pull that.
I assume that they wiggled their way through there. Do I see any wiggle path?
No. This is well covered. It looks like this has been blocked off for a reason.
Children, listen. We're here to vanquish the witch. And if you're part of her tricks, well, now's not too late to get ahead of this.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check as you say that.
Finally.
As Ace is screaming and throwing things and saying, "Come on, kids!
Where are you kids at?
But he's not really doing that. He hears Ben talk and he stops.
10.
You hear from somewhere. What do you mean? Who are you guys?
Listen, we've been sent here by the town, parents concerned about their missing children. We're here to stop the witch.
Okay, then go stop her. But also, you gotta stop that other thing.
The creature that's destroying the furniture?
Maybe. It doesn't like furniture. It's got like 4 legs and a gross face and fur.
Hey,
Oh, wait, what? Oh,
I'm a person too.
Not you.
Oh.
It doesn't talk really.
are you talking about a monster?
Yeah.
Is it an owlbear?
I ain't never seen an owlbear.
Did it have a beak like a bird?
No, it's got like a dumb face. Like a human face, but it's on like a dumb dog.
Whoa.
Manticore, for sure. Okay, listen. How about you show us the way through? We'll go kill the witch.
And is this your friend, by chance? We just saved him.
Oh, right, yes, this guy. And I just flop this teenage, this
I forgot I was
lifeless
hearing
teenager down on the floor. Do you know him?
Yeah.
Thanks for dropping by, friend. In the meantime, why don't you visit bit.ly/humbleinn and buy yourself something fancy on Humble Bundle. Help us keep the ale flowing around here. You can also leave our bartenders and troopers a tip over at patreon.com/in at the end. We hope to see you here next week. Until then, grab your sword and keep on adventuring.